Good evening. It is late here at night. I've got back to Boise. Thankfully, it always feels good to be back home. And I am tired to say the least, so I just had a wash, had some food, and now I'm about to retire for bed. I'm gonna have some casein now, just before I do go to sleep. And this is the last day. This is the last day of the video trainer, but it's the first day now of something else, going into the next goal. Remember, this is a boot camp for the rest of your life. This is a lifestyle. You shouldn't focus your goals so short term. I think when people limit themselves within their goals and say 8 weeks, 12 weeks, then it's very easy for you to go off track because your subconscious is saying, I've only got to do this for 8 weeks. Your subconscious should be trained to say, this is a part of my life. This body, this vessel, this carcass is going to be a part of my lifeline forever. And I need to nurture it. I need to take care of it. Yes, this is a muscle building trainer. I know that. However, at the primary forefront of your frontal cortex should be your health. Always be your health. I find it odd when people talk about the age of, say, 70 and 90, and think it's about the same age. You know, when you're younger, that gap seems very, very small. But as you get to that age, that gap is going to be huge. 20 years, think about how long 20 years is now. Well, it's going to be just as long then. But wouldn't you want to even extend yourself from 70, 90 with a real high quality way of life? Why wouldn't you want that? But you have to invest in that right now. So with this video trainer, that has given you the platform now to look at nurturing yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically. We have an abundance of food out there for us that will either harm us or heal us. And it's the same with supplementation. I always try to get into people's head, because this is an industry that isn't regulated. You know, look at why our supplement company, KAGEDMUSCLE, goes through great lengths of ensuring that we are certified of heavy metal contaminants, banned substances, third-party tested, using fermented ingredients, organic ingredients, and patented ingredients, no generic, and only natural flavors, natural colors. Because I don't want to put anything in my body that could possibly cause me problems in the future. And I have a responsibility to you to ensure the same. So, even if it's not KAGEDMUSCLE, you need to make sure wholeheartedly that it is a brand that is high quality, premium grade, and has you invested as their priority, as opposed to just margin. Unfortunately, that's just the business world. I understand it, but I will never be a part of it. Anyway, this has been a fantastic journey. I applaud you for going through this with me, because it has been tough. They always are. Since when have they been easy? But staying consistent and persistent and having faith in a program means that you have faith in me, which is unbelievable. I couldn't ask for anything else, and you'll always have my loyalty for that. And if there are any other programs that you would like to follow now, check out my 12-week muscle building video trainer, or check out my DTP trainer, my 4 weeks to shred, my beginner video trainer, my Man of Iron video trainer. If you want to get ready for a triathlon or an ultra marathon or a marathon or a 5K, anything like that, the Man of Iron has pretty much got it all. It's got all the weight training in there as well. And I will always be bringing out new video trainers. So keep an eye out, because I'm not qualified to do anything else. Thank you ever so much for your support and joining me, and let's keep evolving. The standard's been set, so remember that knowledge without mileage is bullshit. So let's keep putting in the knowledge, and let's keep backing it up with the mileage. Good morning. It is the last day of this video trainer, would you believe it? And I'm finishing it here as I just finished my cardio. I've done nearly 4.55 miles, a little bit more cardio than I should be doing. However, I'm in Central Park in New York, and it's rude not for me to finish off strong and do a lap around here, which is about, I believe, from last, other times I've done it is around 6 miles, 6.5 miles maybe. So I got a little longer yet. I jogged a lot of the way, and I walked and jogged and walked. And as you can see, I'm in a walking pace at the moment. So I'm fasting today. I didn't eat anything from about 8 o'clock last night. My last meal was a beautiful salad that I'd brought with me. And what do I have in my protein source? I believe it was chicken. And now I'll be fasting until this afternoon, probably when I get my flight, because I've got seminars to do now. I'm going to finish, go back to the hotel, get cleaned up, go straight to my first seminar and appearance that I have here. Then I've got one right at the airport, and I'll go straight to the airport from there. My flight is about 4 o'clock, so I'll break my fast as I get through security and sit down and eat then. And that's probably what I'm going to be experimenting with over the next few weeks as I get ready for some photo shoots and lean out a little bit and see how it reacts on me, because I always say knowledge without mileage is bullshit, so I got to put in the mileage there and give it a shot. But I'm going to put my phone away that I'm filming this on, because my hand is cold. It is a little bit chilly out here early this morning, but it is beautiful. I'm so glad that I brought all my running stuff to do this. I love this place, absolutely love it. I love seeing the contrast of the city within this beautiful park, and there's a duathlon going on here today, so it's just a pulse of activity. No wonder there's so many successful people in New York starting off the day like this. All right, I finished my run, which turned out to be just over 6 miles, and now I've done over 7 miles because I came here to get my Uber, which is, yes, you can see it, Times Square. It's only like 15 minutes from Central Park, so I thought, well, I'll come here for a quick look before I get into the Uber. What I like about this place is that it's just so much activity, not just only from tourists, but a lot of people in the city that live here. This place has definitely got a pulse. So I'm going to get an Uber now and get back, and I would love to eat and have breakfast, but that's not the case. We're fasting today, so yeah, better make a move. But if you're a kind of person that travels a lot, I do suggest that you get out and do your cardio as much as you can. I love exploring cities and finding out the nearest parks, and maybe sometimes getting a taxi or a bus or an Uber to those parks and having a run around and just exploring. Obviously it's a little bit more difficult in the cities when you have to stop and then start as you cross the road to keep the consistency high with your heart rate. But it definitely is much nicer than being stuck in a hotel gym, just on the elliptical or treadmill, even though I do that quite a lot as well. Get out there.
Action.
Huh?
Action.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 8 weeks later, obviously the end of this video series. Now we've got to get back onto the in-body machine to see what has happened in regards to this muscle gain. I have dropped a bit of weight, I know that, but like I said, I've got to get ready for some shoots soon. But let's see what sort of muscle has gone on, if any.
All right, go ahead and stand on here. Grab your arm. Pull them down.
Oh yeah, okay, that's
There you
right.
go, yeah.
There I am. I'm populated.
Populated.
So that will that be on file then, possibly?
Yes.
Okay,
we'll
great.
pull up the old ones then and print it. We put your number in every time, and it lets us know, so we have a comparison.
Music's cool.
Sings your happy little song.
right, so just got outside of Dr. Jason Watson's office, and the truth is here. And I'm very, very happy with these results. So I don't know if you can see this, but here's the comparison. So to begin with, I started off with 177 pounds, 0.7 pounds of lean muscle, lean body mass, okay? And then go down here, I finished off with 181.7 pounds of lean body mass, meaning I put on 4 pounds over the 8 weeks, half a pound of lean muscle tissue over that 8-week period. Very, very happy with that, especially considering that I had the shoulder issue there. But everything was a pinpoint, you know, we didn't screw up once during that video training, and that's what it all comes down to, is the consistency. Now let's look at the body fat. So the body fat to begin with, here's my BMI, but we don't really go for it before the BMI, but my percentage body fat to begin with was 19%. Now, I knew my body fat was coming down towards the end, because I do have to lean out for photo shoots now that I've got next week. So that was my beginning body fat, 19.2. And here is what it is 8 weeks later, 14.2. So I've managed to put on 4 pounds of muscle, and I've managed to lose 5% in body fat. So very, very happy with those results. So who was it that said again that you can't put on muscle and lean out? Yeah, nobody remembers people like that. But if you stay consistent and to the program, you'll get these results as well. But it takes hard work and it takes a lot of sacrifice. But as you know, standing here now in front of me 8 weeks later, 8 weeks goes very, very quickly. That's why you have to put all the intensity into that efficiency.